Welcome to the Legends League. Tonight we have Team Bshenk versus Team Isaikk. We're going to pick some bands here. We've got Alistar, the first band from Team Isaikk, and a Lucian band from Team Bshenk. The Life of Aori. Smear band coming through. That is something that Cobb 12 has been playing, so not surprised to see that. Not surprised to see the Alistar band out against Majin Boom. And
Yeah, it looks like they're just
after
going
that,
off their just recent match history.
yep, they're just picking up right where they left off on that last one. They said, yep, we'll take out. Definitely want to get rid of that Kane. Very dangerous right now, so powerful. And the Kazakhs getting taken out. So looking to avoid the assassins. They Team Isaikk might want to have a squishier comp here.
So Team Cobb, Team Bshenk bans the Trist.
And yeah, interesting. I'm curious to see. I guess they were worried about Mugen's Tryst, and but first pick out, Mines Magoo, showing that Ziggs, takes it home. Love Mines on this Ziggs, very great. Last game had a lot of great plays, great ults, using that range very effectively, using high map awareness, and that disruption on that satchel to not only disrupt team fights, knock people away, but take that early turret. You know, we saw him executing those turrets very strong.
Yeah, I think that they first pick it here because Kip can play it also, so they didn't want to lose it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Cast if you're Kip definitely plays a wide variety of those controlling long distance mid laners, control mage kind of characters. But here comes the Zoe. It was the protected ban. They just want to pick it up here. And having that Shen in the top lane for Bshenk for the Life of Aori.
Yeah,
Great start
Bshenk's
to a.
Shen is very scary.
It's very powerful, very strong, and looks like it's going to be fighting the Mordekaiser up in the top lane from Isaikk. I feel like that's definitely a decent matchup for the Mordekaiser. Gets very strong, very tanky, able to do those win out in a long, sustained fight in lane with the bring the Conqueror you'd expect, and we will see how Shen is able to stick in that lane and
Yeah,
how they're able to play around it. The Mordekaiser E can pull Shen out of an ult.
and I think if Mordekaiser builds the mythic item Rift Maker, I think it's called, like it will just give him just a crazy amount of sustain. He'll be unkillable, like with the amount of heal he's going to be receiving.
That's kind of a bit of the feeling I'm getting too. Graves gets the ban. Don't want to see anyone on that one, they say. Whispering Wombat must have some skill with that. And obviously also the Mordekaiser alt countering Shen in so many ways. You know, Shen not being able to alt out of it, and also a good way to shut down some of that pressure that Shen is able to exert on the other lanes.
So it looks like they picked the Rakan, so they're saving their AD carry and their jungler for the last two picks.
Yep, I'm going to be curious to see how the Rakan plays into the comp. I guess with you can do some very strong combos with the Rakan Shen, jumping on the back line, Rakan getting every bit of access that he wants to, and then the Shen just coming up on top, locking up the ADC or potentially a Ziggs. So
it looks like they're
we'll
just
see.
banning all the junglers they can think of.
Yeah, really tough for the jungle. We'll see. And the MF ban comes out for targeted towards that Cobb.
Yeah, I think they go jungle here and counter pick the AD carry. Could be a Warwick, a Mumu, Rammus, Ophiel Thunder's playstyle. Okay, he's gonna go with the Warwick.
Gonna go with the Warwick again. Like I said, very strong jungler, great sustain, able to stick around, deal a lot of damage. Good CC with the Fear and ult.
You can just Michael Caitlyn again, I think. It worked out fine last game, and since going into blind, I think Caitlyn is fine.
Gonna be the vibe for Whispering Wombat. Yeah, with how well it went bot lane, that Swain Caitlyn bot lane was very strong, as we said, able to provide get them an advantage down there. So we'll see if they just run it back with that. Caitlyn has her E to kind of get out of. Yep, that's what they're looking at. That's what they're going to go with. Able to jump out of a Rakan W with that E pretty well. Able to kind of get out of some of that engage. So definitely what I like to see.
Okay, Cobbs picks up the Jhin.
Cobb goes with Jhin.
Yeah, from what I've seen, Jhin is one of the best AD carries right now with these new items.
Jhin is very strong. I'm not 100% sure about the Rakan Jhin combo, but still going to be a great champ to have in the bot lane. Has some CC options, some vision control options, the alt, being able to pick people off from a distance, kind of keeping safe. So they kind of have some of that front to back. The Zoe and Jhin providing the range, engage coming through the other lanes. And on the other side, we really see that Vi able to dive in, and not quite the same degree of follow up, but very strong. Still good poke, obviously, with the Ziggs and Caitlyn, and able to have some siege opportunities, and still have that mid range pressure, so to speak, with the Mordekaiser, who can just take someone out of a fight. I'd be curious to see Mordekaiser take someone out of a fight that's being alted by Shen. If perhaps Shen tries to, if Jin's caught out, alting Shen, if Mordekaiser's there, pull Jin into the Shadow Realm, and how to play around with some of this very powerful CC that they have as well. Yeah, I feel like I like Isaaic's comp better.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Bshenk's team, like their poke is very strong with the Zoe bubble and the Jhin
Yeah,
long range.
Zoe being able to just completely burst a Ziggs or a Caitlyn is definitely a very real possibility. And yeah, the Team Isaac doesn't, like we said, they don't really quite have they don't have the same level of engage, certainly, that Bshenk's team has. So I'm curious if they can, gather around objectives, keep their team fight up with how they've been, how their vision control has been. I feel like they've been,
Yeah, their
they
vision
did lose.
control was very nice. Like near the mid game of that last fight, they just had full control of the bot side.
Yep, and kept up the vision game, so we'll see if they can keep that up. Are we recording right now?
Yes. Yeah, you can see it right. It's going right here.
Oh, okay, there it is. Yep.
These 3 minutes they suck.
Yeah,
But
it just kind of goes.
But it's to be fair, right? Like, hey man, he's on your red buff.
Yeah, right. Keep it all even. Keep it all fair and square. That's the name of the Legends League. That's what we do here.
We're about to go in 10 seconds. Yeah, I think for both of these teams, their bot side is their strongest. And every other lane just acting as a support.
Very strong bot lanes, absolutely. And yeah, I mean the top lane with a Shen Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser is definitely more aggressive, wanting to get in, and Shen is that kind of guardian angel in the top lane, able to join a team fight and really turn fights in a very unique way that most other champs cannot offer. So the Mordekaiser, if Shen is going off to the other lanes and Team Isaikk is able to kind of accept that pressure there and then jam through in the top lane, create a goal disparity, out CS, get those plates. That's really going to be where some potential advantages can be gained, in the same way that I would like to see Team Isaikk bring the fight to that Shen in the top lane and bring the pressure up there, get the Vi coming in. I realize that the W can kind of counter, and there's some issues with that. But if they can get some powerful ganks up there and get Shen pushed off and not able to join a fight effectively, then that could be a nice advantage for them. Get the
Your Kip
look
is a
for
little
rifts.
late start on a little late on that start.
Yeah. Kip is lagging behind.
Yeah, but it looks like nothing's gonna happen. They see each other and they just back off.
Just kind of dancing around for Visioneer, seeing where everyone's at. Some nice pleasantries exchanged between the two teams. Nice to see, guys. Nice team spirit there being shown. You're all great humans. Wow, this is starting off very sweet, a very sweet and touching start to this game. My goodness, these people really care about each other. We'll see how they feel later when they are murdering each other violently.
Yeah, which should be very like in a minute or so.
Majin Boom doing a little dance on that Rakan down there, and team's just setting up.
It looks like Vi is starting her blue, so this could be a blue into the enemy's red.
That would definitely be an interesting play.
And Team Bshenk red side has no vision on their red with top side jungle, so they won't see that coming.
Definitely would not. We'll see what the Vi looks like. Just going for the Gromp. Nothing too exciting there yet. Warwick doing the same thing. Looks like maybe they want to... At this point, it would just appear that Vi wants to come down for the level 3 gank into the bot lane, into that Jhin Rakan. And as we kind of expect, the Mordekaiser getting some early pressure up here with the Conqueror versus the Shen.
Okay,
Oh,
took her
man.
a little while. Well, I guess she didn't use Smite.
Oh, yep. Still keeping the smite up, maybe looking for some plays around the scuttles. E from Turd Ferguson doesn't land. Ooh, but a nice little headshot and a Q follow-up from Mugen and that Caitlyn. Good damage in the bot lane. Swain feeling very healthy. The other team,
Warwick coming down here.
Jhin has popped his pot. Caitlyn's popped hers. Still some on the supports, but this Warwick is getting down into the bot side.
Yeah, I think if
Not
he
the
came from the other,
follow-up.
from the bush, they could have gotten the gank off, but they did see him going in there.
Definitely would have been interesting to see. Meantime, top side still kind of trading back and forth. But nice push there. And a few CS lead for the Mordekaiser. Mines Magoo and Whispering Wombat pushing off that Warwick. Said, "Get out of here! This is our jungle. You go back home."
So it looks like the Vi is gonna come for a gank on the bot side.
Oh, let's see.
They do have a ward in the push, but it might be too late. So
Pops over, takes the blast cone. Is in range. Saves the Q. Oh, was saving up. Couple lands, a couple E's. Push him off the wave. And just go ahead and back out. Maybe looks for that Rift Scuttler. In the meantime, Shen in the top side against Isaikk.
I think Thunder should have gone for the flash right there. Flash fear, I think. Do they still get the kill? No, they don't.
Oh, Thunder just not able to quite get the kill there.
Yeah.
In the meantime, flash out from Isaikk. but 2 flashes out. Thunders and that Shen had both flash. So kind of a win in the summoners for Team Isaikk here. Meantime, gold up 100 gold for Team Bshenk. But look at this Warwick fighting. This is a lot of damage. Mines Magoo is here first. Warwick does not have flash. Mines Magoo getting first blood on that Ziggs. Oh, but no, here's Kenneth Sniffer on his keep is coming in. Lands kills the Whispering Wombat, kills the Vibe, but not able to do much. Shen is not really here to react right now. Is afraid to take a fight. He's able to keep Isaikk off. Has the taunt. Looking for an ideal play. Gets the... Oh, not quite good enough. Gonna be the death of Kip.
Yeah, I don't know why Bshenk was saving his taunt. I'm not sure if it was not up, but... I think if just taunting him would have bought Kip enough time to get out.
Fortunately, either way, it's gonna be a 2-1 for Team Isaikk, up 2-1 at this point, and having some of that pressure in the top lane, getting that kill onto that Mordekaiser is gonna feel really good for that matchup. Great to see from Team Isaikk prioritizing the pressure they can exert there, but here comes Bshenk dealing some serious damage on the Shen. That was a big wave that Isaikk was caught out in. That's an ignite onto the Jhin. That's a pull in from Turd Ferguson. That's gonna be the flash auto. Beautiful to see from the Swain, getting that kill onto that Jhin. Oh, in the meantime, this is gonna be pretty dangerous. Mines Magoo just ekes it out. Isaikk taking the short end of these trades. Might need to go back and spend some of that money to kind of help push this advantage against the Shen, who heals up really well with that Grasp of the Undying. Really able to just get in, pop a proc, and heal up pretty considerably. This Warwick is coming in. Turd Ferguson gets another kill on the Swain. The Warwick is running out, but Turd Ferguson doesn't have any mana. Yuga doesn't have any health.
Well, Bshenk had his taunt there. Isaikk would have taken a lot of turret hits. Or maybe he didn't want to use it, but I'm not sure if he had used it before.
Yeah, we're not gonna know on this one. Isaikk is sticking around, looking to land a E, looking to pull him in, get Bshenk to back, and able to push in to get some plates. It's just going to be kind of a little bit of a stalemate. They both have TP. Nope, actually Isaikk had used his TP. I thought his was up. Just Bshenk's TP is up right now, but also his ult is up. So if they can look to take a fight somewhere and pull Shen to another lane, then that would give Isaikk time to push in and take some plates.
Midland's kind of even. They both got 1 kill, even CS.
Yep, catching up on CS. Pretty even across the board. Jin's up a few, but having taken that death is a little farther behind on experience, I believe. Oh, a nice Q from Kip there on that Zoe to chunk out Mines Magoo a bit, make him question backing. And Mines Magoo, I'm not sure if they had Dark Harvest last time, but with that rune in the mid lane, looking just to get some good poke damage and build up and have some scaling options on that Ziggs, which I think is really great for their team. Great foresight to have some of that ability on that champ.
It looks like Mordekaiser has the Leeching Lair, so it looks like he is going to be building into the Rift Maker, which is a very good fighting item. Like, it stacks up to 5 times, and it just gives you a crazy amount of healing and true damage.
Yep, after getting the 5 stacks at 3% each, that extra magic damage turns into true damage, and seeing that on a Mordekaiser, seeing that coming at you would be pretty brutal. Looks like Turd Ferguson trying to catch out Rakan here, and has the Vi on the backside too. Pretty good. Let's see, what's the... Yep, Swain now has that lost chapter, and being able to spend some of that money, being 2-0, feels pretty good. Caitlyn's probably thinking that deserves some of those kills, but Still,
Still
those
a crit
he's
on them.
pulling them in left and right. Really not a problem for Turd Ferguson on this Swain. Single-handedly chunking out his friend Majin Boom. Yeah, these supports matched up. Great to see these two players against each other, and looks like Turd Ferguson will have something to say to Majin Boom after the game, I'm sure, about how that bot lane's going. So certainly not over yet. Vi taking away the rift, able to jump in and dive and get it, alting the Warwick, trying to flash out. Shen's here. That's going to be the ult from Mordekaiser into the Warwick. Warwick ults back, dealing a lot of damage, healing so much. This Mordekaiser getting... Oh no, the taunt from Shen. But Vi getting the rift off that one. We'll see what Team Bshenk is able to do with the pressure from getting those 2 kills. Still 4-3. Team Isaikk up about 1,000 gold. That blue side looking pretty well. Pinging the Drake, looking to see what's going to happen down there. And we're clearing out the top side. Jungle's kind of clearing out their camps, clearing out their sides a little bit. Warwick needs to back and buy. He's only got that pickaxe right now. Upgrades to the Tiamat, get some boots. Gonna be speeding through the jungle now. In the meantime, Shen getting the... is it still called Bomby Cinder?
I think so.
And starting to deal some damage. Just that passive. Give him the little stronger wave push and able to kind of keep those waves controlled how they want and clear a little faster for Bshenk.
Sunfire Aegis as his mythic item.
That'll be that mythic item for him.
It looks like for Vi it's going to be the Eclipse.
Yep.
Same thing for Jin also.
And then is it Blade of the Ruin King for Caitlyn?
No, I think it'll be the Immortal Shield bow.
Oh yeah, the Immortal Shield bow. Yep. So we're probably expecting to see that old big gank down in the bot lane.
That was a nice shutdown.
Very good shutdown onto that. Swain, not super mobile. Not having the... But look at mid lane. They're getting that Ziggs and some of the Rift Herald. That's definitely going to be first turret for Team Isaikk here. And it looks like they're trying to answer, but Ziggs execute, not going to be a problem. Easily cleaned off the board. And we'll see if they look to rotate. Mine's Magoo's kind of caught out here. Is a little out of position. Zoe's chasing. Warwick's chasing. Or they get the bubble. I don't see the... In the meantime, still just duking it out here in the top lane. The two kings, the top lane, going at it. Slapping each other back and forth. And still doing a good job keeping it even up here. Shen down a few CS, but up a kill. So feels pretty good for Aori here. Misses the taunt. Drops the W. Gets hidden by the E. Taking a lot of that passive damage from that Mordekaiser. That's gonna just hurt. Of course, Mordekaiser can W. Get a little shield. But here comes Warwick. The Q buys here to answer. Oh no! Zoe's here to answer too. So 3-2. Ultimately, Team Bshenk gonna get the kill on that one. Team Aori. Bot lane still doing it out, just poking each other back and forth. Jin is only up 9 CS at this point, and gonna be pretty even there. Mine's Magoo starting to get a bit of a CS lead on this Zoe, but all in from the Rakan. Ult out from Swain. Here's the Mordekaiser to answer. Shen's down here. Pulling them all back. The Swain passive coming out huge for him. Trying to get on that Shen. They're not worried about the Rakan. They know that's a kill. That's the one they're going to take. They'll give it to... Hopefully give it to Caitlyn here. I don't know who they... Unless they want it on Isaikk. Yeah, give that to Mugen. Oh, a nice cancel! Oh, Minds Magoo finds Bshenk on the backside, gets a free one! That was the bonus! And if they got the satchel, they got 4 down here. They're gonna take this no problem.
Yeah, taking this is gonna put him 4 takeover.
This is they just widened a huge gap for Team Isaikk. They have just made quite a leap and a bound over just a few minutes ago. Wow, great positioning from them, great timing. Way to answer the Shen ult with the Mordekaiser TP. Knew that that was going to be a play that they wanted to be able to answer. Found the one that they wanted. Very well done. Minds Magoo catching Bshenk on the backside was just sweet bonus. Mordekaiser gets a chance to reset. We'll meet Shen up in the top lane again. Meantime, oh, that's an ult out from the Vi. Mugen here. Rakan, of course, tricky little one. Able to sneak out pretty well, but still getting chunked out again. I'm not quite sure what the level. I'm pretty sure Rakan's down a level at this point. And if Team Isaikk is if Swain and Katie able to keep poking them out, then keep widening the gap there if they're able to.
Looks like the bulk mid laners are going for Loot and Zeko.
Yep, with the Luneko there.
I'm talking about
Oh.
they want the same thing. I forget that this also builds into Leandri's.
Yeah, yep.
Leandri's last game also. I'm not sure if Zoe will do the same, but I think Zoe prefers the burst damage over the percent.
Yep, I would agree. I would expect the Ludens out of the Zoe. And seeing that Swain with the Zonias, going to be very dangerous. Provides a lot of sustain, and for the ability to save up the damage on that ult, and then just kind of drop that bomb. Very utilitarian pick out of the Swain there. Like to see it.
I'm just trying to find the gold key. Not sure how do you see the gold?
X.
X? Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yep, so Shen up in gold up there. Well, no, actually, they're pretty much tied in the top lane. Jungle's really close. A lot of that gold difference is on that mid lane. Mine's Magoo up. Jeez, what is that? 2,600 gold? Am I reading that right? That's so much of the difference. And of course, Swain. We knew that Turd Ferguson was getting that gold early, getting some of those kills. And look at this, able just to take that Jhin ult right on the chin, not even worried. Uses the ult too, but doesn't feel bad about it. Oh, we got Warwick in the top side. Vi's coming up too on the back. But man, this Mordekaiser has pulled Shen into the Shadow Realm. What do you expect? We got Vi jumping on that Warwick. Says, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The ult as well. Shen ults the Warwick. Warwick ults. I don't think this is... Oh, they kill the Vi.
Oh, the fear almost came out.
Mordekaiser manages to get the kill onto the Warwick, but is he able to take the long-term fight against the Shen? I don't think so! Bshenk gets the kill onto the Mordekaiser. Brilliant play from Team Bshenk. Ooh, nice flash from Mugen, but they get the kill onto Minds Magoo. Jhin trying to get out of here, watch out. But look on the backside, Shen coming up for the cleanup. But Caitlyn still got Jhin.
And the ace comes out from Team Bshenk.
Wow. So they were down the gold. They're trying to close the gap here a little bit. Bshenk's got that look at bot lane, so we'll see what he can do against that. He's got his he's got the Aegis, feeling really good about that. Sitting on a pair of boots. Mordekaiser with the Mercury treads, worried about some of that CC, worried about the Rakan charm, the Zoe bubble, the Shen taunt, the Warwick fear. There's a lot of powerful tools there. The Jhin W, and being able to get out some of those, knowing that he's the front line, him and the Vi, who you also see as the Mercury treads, needs to be able to get out some of that CC. Vi kind of queuing out of there, so there's a little more action there than she wanted going in. In the meantime, Jin up in the top side, answering this Mordekaiser, getting some pressure. Looks like the Rift Herald is up. Red side has some vision of it. Blue side's most of their vision's down the bot side, looking around Drake.
Looks like Warwick is the only one without a mythic item, man. I'm not sure what he's trying to build or which mythic item. I'm not sure what he had last game. No, they didn't play last game. That was a different team. A different Warwick.
Oh, that's onto the... Caught the Zoe out. Jin ult from the other side. Oh, I'm not sure if that was a misplay from Whispering Wombat to miss the Q, but... Oh man, look at the Swain! Turret Ferguson is huge on it! He is 6-2, getting a triple kill and establishing dominance for the Rift Herald. Absolutely brilliant. They just provide such a strong combo. The Mordekaiser Swain, so much damage, so very powerful.
Man, I think I messed up our recording, man. I needed to hide this. That's gonna suck.
Oh. And
it's still recorded, but it's it's gonna have that the client basically over the recording.
Oh, on the backside. Yep, got it.
It's gonna suck.
That's fine. And yep, we got Shen clearing out some vision. We got Team Bshenk down here. They're feeling pretty good. Except for about that last fight where Swain killed him. They're going to look to clear out some all the vision they can, though, around this Drake. Establish that. See if they can get back in this. But Kate is right here. Mugen is right here to put him back up. And Bshenk says, hey, test me. I'm Shen. You know what I got. This is a flash. We got power on the backside. They're right on Mugen. They get their taunt on him. He's out of the fight immediately. That is that feels pretty good. That, you know, for Team Bshenk, giving them quite the bonus there that they want. They're down here for 5. They say, hey, we'll take you 5-on-5 now, and we'll see what Team Isaikk can do about it. You know, oh, it's a lot of damage onto the Shen. Miss from the Q on the Zoe. They're in here. They're fighting. That's the ult from Swain. Jin gets the Drake. Swain is huge. Mines Magoo's on the backside, dealing tons of damage, just free firing onto this backside. Mordekaiser pulling up, says, what do you got? And while it's the Drake over to Life of Aori, it's still a 2-for-1 trade in favor of Team Isaikk, so we'll see if they can get anything else off that. On the surface, I'm going to say it's a win, but looking at the gold, it is still just getting worse and worse for Aori here. It's
gold, I think.
4,500, losing vision on this top side around this Baron. Team Isaikk pressing their advantage, says, hey, you know what, we're going to come up here, we're sweeping out. They've got the sweepers, and it looks like Life of Aori, their team is matching as well with double sweeper and then the blue trinket Farsight. So, keeping it pretty even here. As far as that goes, let's see. As far as vision is concerned, looking pretty even. It's pretty even across the board. A little discrepancy in the top lane. Isaikk beating out Aori with about twice the vision, so we'll see if maybe that's what's coming into play here a bit. But still, he does have the control ward. Only one control ward on the side of Isaikk right now. We'll see him. Oh, back. Yep, there you go. Turret Ferguson picking up his control wards. He says, ain't no support any good without a couple control wards. Well, he's been proving to be very good. 7-2 on the Swain. Really, really showing what it means to be a support. Feels bad to be on the other side there, Majin. And that's going to be the Rift up in the top side from Isaikk. Drawing up the Jin and the Rakan. They're going to push him off. Still the turret down, though.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they didn't ban the Swain, because Majin did see their last game and did play Swain. So, unless they thought they could beat it, but it's not looking good.
Yeah, I'm curious what they what their thought was on how they were going to beat it with the Rakan. So, in the meantime, getting pretty good vision from Aori on the top side. They're getting in mostly in their own jungle though. As far as the river control is concerned, Team Isaikk still winning on that side. Looks like they're maybe going to try a little trick down on this Caitlyn here.
Flash. Fear.
Easy ults. Shen ults in, taunts. And what is going on right now? They cannot quite get to see it, the tower aggro correctly. Mugen doing great job dealing some damage. And look, here's the Swain. Says, hey, look, get off my ADC, man. Oh, yeah, that's going to be dangerous. That is the taunt, though, from the Shen. Here, Turd Ferguson's dealing a ton of damage here. He does have the Leandries as well. So, yeah, that long-term burn damage doing very good against the Shen. Although I did not see, but yeah, Shen. Oh, that's a flash in. That's the kill for Whispering Wombat onto the Warwick. It says, hey, I'm the king of the jungle.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Team Bshenk. Team Isaikk is 6k gold up.
That's quite a lead. They're at 25 minutes in. Still a Drake ahead for Team Isaikk as well.
Item, I think every single other player is on their mythic item. They're starting with the Baron.
Baron's going down. That Mordekaiser passive dealing tons of damage.
The Warwick has no intention of building a mythic item. He just purchased a Bramble.
Not sure how that's going to work out for him. But looking at the scores, Mines Magoo do very good on that Ziggs again. Up in CS, Vi's up in CS, Mordekaiser's up about 22, feeling good. And the big discrepancy is in the bot side. Cobb 12 on the Jhin, up 40 CS against Mugen. And yep, got the Eclipse, got the Rapid Fire Cannon, Boots of Swiftness, moving around pretty quick. And is that an Executioner's Calling I see?
On the Jhin? Yeah, looks like it.
Fighting against...
icons.
being able to cut some of the healing that Turd Ferguson gets off their ults, or that Mordekaiser gets off of that Omnivamp. We know that that's really strong. Oh, that's going to be a 2 for none for Team Isaikk. And the Drake getting their first mountain, looking to get the soul. We'll see if they can keep this pressure up. They show no signs of stopping. 8k up. Keeping the pressure with that Baron. They're going to come down mid hard here. Probably get an inhib if they're feeling pretty, they're feeling good about it. With Mines Magoo, with those turret executions, you know that they can just shred a turret. Excellent poke in. The Caitlyn, able to do so much poke, establish the line with the wards. Excellent sieging ability. And with the Ziggs, it's just damage, 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 baby. There's just not any good answers right now from Life of Aori. They can land, they can try to land some, damage with the Zoe and chunk someone out with some of the poke, but against that front line, against that Mordekaiser, against Turd Ferguson on the Swain, it just hasn't been feeling quite as effective as it needs to be at this point.
This is looking very rough. It's almost 8,000 gold lead right here. If I goes in on the Zoe, Warwick misses.
Turd Ferguson feeling strong on the backside. Aori not able to convert anything. That's an ult onto the Rakan. He's dead. Caitlyn's down. Turd Ferguson picks up one. Mines Magoo keeping the pressure up. Says, hey, you want to get back? Do you want to back out? We'll make you pay for it. Playing a relevant on that satchel. bringing the cannon minion up just to keep the pressure. In the meantime, mid is crashing with a... Looks like there's a couple supers in there taking a wax at those turrets, so... Bot lane pushed in as well, all the way up to red side, so... There's the execute from the Ziggs. Drop a ward. Say a farewell goodbye with the bomb. And head on back. Looks like they can reset pretty well. Team Bshenk has some vision up in their red side, but nothing into the river at this point. Not that Isaikk has any vision in the quite into there. Didn't drop any wards, it appears, except for right outside the inhibitor, which would provide Isaikk with an opportunity to TP up there and just take some wax at it if the Bshenk's team clusters around an objective too much or something. So we'll see if they use that to their advantage. In the meantime, they're going bot side. They've got the inhib turrets down mid and top. Say, hey guys, let's go get up bot. They know Drake's going to be up in a little while. Let's establish some vision. Let's get some control. Scuttler's up. Vi's right on it. Warwick kind of caught back in here. Warwick's down 2 levels. Mordekaiser's up a level. Finds Magoo and Zoe on the... Kip on the Zoe are tied. Looks like bot lane's all tied up, except for the fact that Swain's up 2 levels on Majin Boom on the Rakan, so...
He's also got a 700 gold bounty on him.
Oh yeah, he does. He is 10 and 2 on the Swain. Watch out for that one. That's so much in the queue from Vi, and those concussive blows really cutting through any of Warwick's tankiness. Doesn't have a lot of armor, honestly. Just has that bramble, so quite a bit of damage coming through. I'm sure Caitlyn wouldn't mind if you wax at Warwick either.
Just give this up. The Shen is probably going to look to ult here because Mordekaiser is committed.
Mordekaiser ulted onto the Jhin. Not really able to get quite the follow-up they need. There's the Vi Q. Warwick ulted.
Still not coming in.
Rakan's in. Here comes Shen. This is over. It's too much CC, it's too much damage. Swain's too big. The Caitlyn's too fed. Vi jumping in. Whispering Wombat says, we'll take it. Shen's still up, but there's 3 up for Team Isaikk. They're going to look to end. And there we go. From the league, from the Legends League, thank you for joining us. That'll be Team Isaikk with the win.